Alright, Shalom Israel, all praises to Abinah Yahweh by Shema Shaki Shah. This is going to be a reply from a video that I did. When did I do this video? August 28, right? It says a scripture a lot of Hebrew Israelites use out of context. Now, this is going to be more edification on this scripture because a lot of brothers like to use the scripture, Exodus 44 and 21. 20. Neither shall they shave off their heads, nor suffer their locks to grow long. Like, a lot of brothers try to read this law like this law applies to every Israelite. But like I already proved in a video, when you go up, it tell you, you know what I'm saying? Well, shit. You know, it says that they should not, suffer their locks to grow. It's like it. Right, but when you read the verse right next under it, it says, neither shall any priest drink wine when they enter into the court. In the inner court, right? So who was he talking about? Who was he talking to when they did this, man?
You got a lot of
I already proved it's talking about Levi. Let's go up a little bit.
Well, I mean, you gotta read, man. Blessed is he that readeth.
Fine. Alright. It said priest, though. No priest. Okay? Now, Levi is going to still have, you know what I'm saying, their same office in the kingdom, man. You know, that's internal. You know, the law is forever, man. So all those laws that deal with Levi all throughout the Old Testament, you know, well, not the Old Testament, you know, the Torah, you know what I'm saying, the first covenant, you know, they're not going to be done away with, man. All right. Because let me just go to it. Alright, slack it. Just to prove, you know, this Ezekiel 44 and 20 is not talking about every Israelite. You know, a lot of brothers got to stop doing that. Ezekiel 44 and 20, neither shall they shave off their heads, nor suffer their locks to grow. Neither shall they. Who is the they he referring to? Read upon line, it'll tell you. Right? But the priests, the Levites, so the Levites are the priests, man. They ain't talking about no other tribe but Levi. Read the context, line upon line. Sons of Ezek, they kept my charge, right? They gonna be the ones that's gonna stand before Yahweh to offer unto him the fat and the blood. They're gonna be doing the offerings. Right? When they enter into the sanctuary, right, what happens? They're clothed with what? Linen garments, no wool come upon them, right? And they have linen bonnets upon their head, and they shall have linen breeches upon their loins. Now let's see if any other Israelite has linen breeches upon their loins. And you know what I'm saying? Is there a law for any other Israelite? All we got is these ones, man. Exodus 28 and 42. Thou shalt make them linen breeches to cover their nakedness, from the loins even unto the thighs shall they reach. Now read Exodus 28 and 42, man. That's talking about Aaron's sons, man. Read the whole chapter. Don't just cherry pick precepts. Okay? Because verse 42 it says you're going to make what? Linen breeches to cover their nakedness, from their loins even to their thighs shall they reach. Right? Verse 41. It says, I'll go to verse 41 where it says, what? And thou shalt put them upon Aaron, on thy brother, and his sons with him. Thou shalt anoint them, and consecrate them, and sanctify them, that they may minister unto me in a priest's office. And thou shalt make them linen breeches to cover their nakedness, from their loins even unto the thighs they shall reach. And they shall be upon Aaron and upon his sons. Every Israelite is not a son of Aaron, man, so cut it out. We got Exodus 39:28, and a mitre of fine linen, of goodly bonnets, and of fine linen, linen breeches of twined linen. That's dealing with Aaron's sons too. Exodus 39 and 28. See if I go to 39 in my book and see what it say. Because I just read it, man. It's dealing with Aaron's sons. 39 verse 28. Yeah. Verse 28. I mean, shit. You can start at verse 27. It says, and they made coats of fine linen of woven work for Aaron for his sons, a mitre of fine linen, and of goodly bonnets of fine linen, and linen breeches of fine twined linen. Okay, so he did that for who? Aaron and for his sons. Leviticus 6 and 10, and the priest shall put on his linen garment, and his linen breeches shall he put on his flesh, and take up the ashes. So this is what the priests do. The priests are one with the linen garments and linen breeches, man. Leviticus 16 and 4. He shall put on a linen coat, and he shall have linen breeches upon his flesh, and shall be girded with linen girdle, and with the linen mitre shall they be attired. Y'all can read that too. That's Aaron and his sons. Just like it says in Ezekiel 44 and 18, they shall have linen bonnets upon their heads, and linen breeches upon their loins. They shall not gird themselves with anything that causes to sweat, because this law is for Levi. So, shalom.